Hey friends, welcome to another video. I'm doing my makeup. It's Sunday morning and I need to get some makeup on, so I figured I would take this opportunity to try to catch up on some filming because I've been struggling. I've been struggling to keep up. It's gonna be a pretty chaotic get ready with me, I'm not gonna lie, and I'm just jumping right into it because we don't have the luxury of time, my friends. So getting ready for church today. Isaac is watching Mickey Mouse Clubhouse because he is dressed. Luna is still in her PJs. Brandon's in the shower. I clearly washed my hair, finally. And I'm just kind of trying to prep my skin a little bit. I've been loving this Cocoa Kind eye cream. I honestly think it works with my under eyes. It's been insane. Ooh, really chapped lips too. But hi, how are you? I had huge intentions coming into 2022. I thought, okay, you know, like, we've been doing this for 2 years, moving into year 3 now. I feel like I need to stop waiting for things to get better and start just like making the best and making the most of life and, you know, whatnot. And so I don't know, I had huge plans, content plans to like come back to YouTube full swing and to just like, I don't know, to upload every Sunday and then to repurpose my content from YouTube onto Instagram, and it was gonna be like the best thing ever, obviously. And then 2022 happened, and not just 2022. I think we ended 2021 in a really weird way. Brandon got COVID. Have I mentioned that? I'm not sure. Yes, Luna. There are 2 hummingbirds literally fighting. Dancing in my backyard right now. I've never seen that before. Anyway, we ended 2021 on a weird note. Brandon got COVID, and so we were quarantined at home. Christmas did not look like what it was supposed to look like. Christmas ended up happening on New Year's Eve, and then we like still came home early. We like didn't celebrate New Year's Eve really with anyone besides ourselves. And I don't know, it's just been like it's been an isolating January, I think. Like if I'm 100% honest, it's just, I didn't realize how much the quarantine was really gonna get to me. Thank God, like the kids still haven't gotten sick. Like Isaac's school, because it's a public school, keeps having exposures. And so like, we're not seeing family, we're not, I don't know, we have no social life. Like that's probably the best way to put it, is we just literally do not have a social life. I'm gonna use my viewfinder as like a little mirror here. By the way, I got the brow flick, but I was kind of nervous about it, so I got it in blonde. And I gotta say, I don't know if this works. I mean, probably not the blonde color on me, and I'm probably not using it right. Or am I? But I have like a really bald spot here that always bothered me, and I just thought, let's see if Glossier can come to the rescue again. So we'll see. But yeah, it's just been a weird season, man. And I know it's not really getting better, but I am very much looking forward to the Olympics. A little distraction. Yes, Luna. I'm doing none of this in the order I would typically do it because I'm just honestly trying to rush. Okay, I'm back with brows, and I brought a mirror so that I wanted to keep using the viewfinder as my mirror. But yeah, life is just life is chaotic, man, and it's really chaotic with 2 kids. Brandon and I joke all the time that like we bring chaos wherever we go, but like that is literally, it's kind of a joke, but it's not a joke because it's honestly just how life feels. Feels like they're both great kids. We love them so much. Truly, they are wonderful kids. But it's like one of them, you know, wants me to know what's going on with whatever they're doing. The other one just like wants to be held and wants to like comfort nurse for 2 seconds. Yeah. Oh. And everything is just, everything just takes longer. Everything just revolves around them. Okay, let's see. I've got my base. I've been using this skin tint for a while now. I don't think I've talked about it here before, but this is very good. I think this is my, no, this is the original purchase I've done. I don't wear this every day because in lockdown life, who needs to be wearing, you know, like makeup every day? I say full makeup. It's a slip tint. I think people who truly wear like true foundation probably all just like roll their eyes at me, but this is about as heavy as I like my makeup to be. I like a natural skin finish. Let's see, I've got my Glossier Stretch, that's still the deal. The Glossier Brow Flick and the Boy Brow are all I use in my brows. This one came out a little heavy. A little trick that I have is that when I run out of one of my boy brows, I just let it dry out, and then I use it as like a spoolie because I still have not purchased a spoolie for myself. Ooh, yeah, that dried down in a weird way. Ooh, I probably looked fine, didn't it? And then just making it look worse. Yeah, now I look like an idiot. Isaac is running around the couch, listening to the hot dogs. This is like my holy grail right here. This Flower Beauty Blush Balm. I love it so much. I tried using the Glossier Cloud Paint for a good long while. It just wasn't the same. I just really love the neutral tint of this one. I feel like the Cloud Paint was like a little bit too peach. It was like a little too springy for me. I'm more of a like calm color girl. Oh my god, Luna, please don't fall off this bench. So if you're wondering, if you've been wondering like where I'm at and why I'm not super consistent on here, it's just because life is hectic. And I imagine anyone who's in the throes of having 2 kids who are under, well, Isaac will be 4. Not weird. Isaac's gonna be 4 this year, and Luna is gonna be 1.5 soon. In 2 months? Just, yeah, in 2 months. So it's just, you know, I have a lot of thoughts about motherhood, and not a lot that I've shared online because I just don't really know how to say what I want to say, but having young kids is very labor intensive. And I just find it opens up like the can of worms of like, I remember when I first had Isaac, who was, I can say now, a high needs child. Still is a high needs child. Like his temperament is not maybe the average temperament of children that I had been around, at least. And so it was really hard. And I remember people saying, one person in particular, I won't say people, but I remember I was at a like blogger event or like an influencer event. And it was like my first time heading out, you know, like out of the house, leaving the kiddo behind. And this person, this influencer girl said to me, she's like, so what are you up to these days? And I was like, oh, you know, like, she was asking me like what I was doing for work. And I was not working at the time. And I'll never forget that she said to me like, oh, just momming it. I was like, yeah. And it like hit me because I was like, you have no idea what I do on a daily basis. Like my entire life revolves around somebody else. But yeah, I'm just momming it. It's like, there was something so diminishing about the way she said it, and even just the phrase like just momming. It was like, oh, you're not like really doing anything. And in the time, like I felt like I was drowning. And so I was like, how could I be not, how is it that I'm like being made to feel like I'm not doing anything, and at the same time I feel like I'm barely scraping by every single day, and my camera is dying. Also trying to buy a new camera. Maybe I'll come to you one of these days from a new camera that actually works. Please hold. She hates not being like on me. The girl sleeps literally on my shoulder, her head right here, pushing my shoulder blade. Yeah, being a mom is hard, especially if it's your first time, especially if you're low on funds, especially if you don't have a huge support system, especially in a pandemic, especially when, you know, their temperament isn't necessarily what you expected. And so like, that's something like, I don't know, I feel like it's a weird thing to talk about, but with Luna, I fully expected a baby who needed to be with me all the time, who needed a lot of support and sleeping, and she kind of does in different ways, but kind of doesn't. Like, she's a different kid and she has a little bit of a different temperament, but yeah. Anyway, I think, oh, I need to do mascara. This camera is going to die, but I am gonna buy a new camera. Let's see how much I can get out before this thing actually collapses. If you remember, I took this camera to Maui 2 years ago, maybe, and while we were on Maui, we were doing a little hike on the road to Hana, which, by the way, is not worth it if you have small kids. And on the road to Hana, I like just dropped it. My camera just like rolled and fell on a riverbank. Thankfully not into water, but it did like hit a bunch of rocks, and so the outer portion, like the body of the camera, got all messed up. And so because of that, I've never been able to control the exposure and never been able to change the camera out of aperture priority mode. So I can film videos because there's a button for recording videos. Oh, cool. But that's kind of been the extent of it. And for Christmas, my in-laws gave me money to buy, I didn't have a lot on my Christmas list this year because I just didn't feel like I needed a lot. So they gave me money to buy a new camera because I've been trying to buy a new one of these for 2 years at least. And I'm so excited to finally be able to do that. And I'm gonna keep this one obviously to use maybe as like a secondary camera, but I need some batteries and some more SD cards, and it's gonna be great. And anyway, I'm gonna finish up my mascara, but thank you guys so much for watching. I know this was very chaotic and not helpful at all, but I just miss you guys, and I wanted to say hi and let you know that I'm still here and I'm still committed to uploading videos. It's just gonna take a lot of effort from me, and I'm gonna be as consistent as I can be. My goal is every week, but we shall see. I'm trying to have a lot of grace for myself, with myself, so you can put that on my cheek. Anyway, I'm gonna finish getting ready and get this kid some bread. Thank you guys so much for watching. Subscribe if you haven't, like, and if you have a video request of maybe something beauty related or something fashion related or motherhood related, let me know.
Sandwich.
And a sandwich. Can you say, see you next time?
See you next time.
Bye.
Bye. Yeah.